Hello, you are watching On the Move with Lady Kate, brought to you by Afro USA TV, showcasing greatness in our immigrant community right here in the United States. With me today in the studio, I am so very excited to introduce the one and only Sir Johnny Moore. Sir Johnny Moore, how are you?
Oh, thank you very much.
Very
I'm fine,
good.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And welcome to our studio today. We are here to introduce a wonderful, wonderful project that you have worked very hard on, and we're ready to launch it. Yes, can you just give us a little background about yourself? Who are you, and where are we heading with this? Tell us a little bit.
Yeah, actually, I'm documentary called John Morfaw. That's my
Yes.
documentary name.
That's right.
But I have a nickname which has relegated my documentary name to the background, says Johnny Moore. It's a household name. Everybody knows me about that. I'm actually an international consultant at the moment. I do a lot of seminars around the world on project management and other related topics. And I'm a resident in Bowie, Maryland.
Bowie.
Yeah, so
Prince George's
that's my base,
County.
definitely. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
And this is my third book. I've written 2 other books, Total Quality Management and Project Sustainability. So the Genuine Billionaire is my third book.
Okay.
So,
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And let me say, you are looking very, very handsome.
Oh,
and
thank you very much
I
for
love
that.
the outfit. I love your signature afro.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
But we are here today to talk about the Genuine Billionaire. New Trends of the Millennium. This book right here has so much knowledge that we are going to be sharing. And we want to be able to get this information out so everyone can come to the book launch. So please give us a little bit of background about this book and what made you write this book.
Yeah, actually, I'm a researcher. I do a lot of research on so many topics around the world. And I came across watching documentaries on the Smithsonian Channel about American titans of industry, billionaires. So I decided to do a little bit, to go into the minds of billionaires, look at their habits, their strategies, how they think, what makes them successful. Then I felt that I should actually document and write something. So I did further research to look at their habits, to look at their trends. Then I look at the sectors of economy breeding billionaires.
Right.
So I decided, let me write a book about it.
Wow.
Maybe it will be a good read for so many people.
Wow.
Not only in the US, but around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically the main purpose of the book, The Genuine Billionaire, is that you've actually done some research on billionaires.
Yeah.
And what you've written in here will inspire people to start thinking like billionaires.
Yeah.
So they too can become billionaires.
Yeah, because actually,
Yeah.
I went through the lives of Henry Ford,
Okay.
Thomas Edison. Those are very creative billionaires.
Right.
After the Industrial Revolution and all that.
Okay.
Then I've come to the current billionaires.
Right.
Talked about Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah Winfrey. So I look at their habits, what makes them what they are.
Right.
So I feel that I should write something that people can read and emulate
Yeah.
to become like them.
Right.
Because there are a lot of creative people around who can be billionaires, but you need some guidance.
Right.
And this book is like a guide for people to become billionaires.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, knowing the history of billionaires, it really helps. But we know that some of these people, some billionaires didn't just become billionaires.
Yeah.
They were, they inherited a lot from their parents, grandparents, ancestors.
Yeah.
So who are you really showcasing in here? Because I cannot dream to become a billionaire like Donald Trump because he inherited a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So who are you really showcasing that?
According to the title, I'm talking about genuine billionaires.
Okay.
By genuine billionaires, by my own definition, is somebody who has utilized his skills, knowledge, attribute, and talents to create wealth for himself.
Right.
And as you just quoted our President Donald Trump, I didn't categorize him as a genuine billionaire because he inherited a lot of wealth to create billions.
Right.
Yes, so I'm looking at people who have created billions from their own talents, knowledge, and skills.
Okay.
And there are so many of them now around the world. Yeah.
Right. So we're talking about self-made.
Yes, self-made billionaires.
Self-made with a little help here and there, like you and me.
Yeah.
They just strike it lucky and they made billions out of their ideas and their talents and knowledge and skills and everything. Okay. In here, I'm glad you covered Oprah.
Yeah,
Oprah
definitely.
is my role model. And one day I know that On the Move with Lady Kate, Afro USA TV is going to strike it lucky. So am I a billionaire in the making?
Yeah, actually, you are a billionaire. You can become a billionaire tomorrow.
Right,
because there are so many billionaires in the making. You don't know what can happen to you the next hour or the next minute.
Exactly.
Because our economy is changing. Because of technology, so many things are changing. You don't know what can transpire in your life in the next minute to prepare you to great heights.
Okay.
And there are so many people around who have been privileged to actually transform their lives in that way. So if you were quoting Oprah Winfrey, that's a very unique lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I profile, she's the only lady that I profiled inside because I could not profile all the powerful ladies. But there are so many female billionaires around the world now.
Yes.
But I talked about her because she's very unique.
Right.
She's self-made, very intelligent, talented, and she have used her knowledge and skills to create wealth for herself and become a billionaire. And she's an inspiration to so many other women.
Yes, just like me right here.
Yeah, a future billionaire, you know. So
yes, Oprah is my role model. Yeah. I would have loved to see profiles of more women, but I'm sure you have plans to work on maybe the next version of this book, because this is wealth right here.
Yeah, actually, after the launching, I will start doing a revised edition, second edition a bit, and I will talk so much about other people that I didn't talk about in the book. Okay. As I said, there are so many billionaires around the world. Yes. But I'm focusing on genuine billionaires, people who have used their talent to create wealth. I'm not talking about inherited wealth.
Inherited wealth, yeah. That's awesome. So let's bring it to reality. So we're talking about billionaires. You got to get to millions before you get to billions. Yeah. And reality in here, in this book, we talk about a lot of, those that I mentioned here, we can't directly, as Black people, relate to some of the names that are in here. Yeah. But we are here in the United States. It's full of opportunity. Yeah. How can we inspire our children to take some of the opportunities in here to become, to have this kind of mindset as a community? Immigrant community?
Actually, the focus is education and mentoring and all that. And as I said, my focus was for people. There are a lot of theories and concepts on billionaire. My goal is for people to read the book and try to emulate using those concepts and theories in the book. Yeah, you look at the habits. I've listed around 10 habits of billionaires, 10 attributes, around 12 characteristics, around 13 strategies. So you look at them and see how you can utilize them to uplift your own life and become a billionaire.
Right. Yeah. And it's very possible. Like I said, America is the land of dreams, where dreams come true. There's a lot of opportunities. Can you give us some examples, because this is real. This can happen. Yeah. You can strike it lucky in the United States of America. You can make your dream come true. For example, let's talk about the YouTube. Yeah. YouTube has generated millionaires, right? So how did they do it?
Yeah, actually, inside this book, I've elaborated on economic sectors breeding billionaires. Right. From manufacturing to IT to sports to medicine and healthcare and all that. There are so many other sectors of economy breeding billionaires. Right. And actually, I feel that people should be able to exploit those sectors because you go to the IT, there are so many other things in IT that you can do to become a billionaire. Right. You go to the healthcare industry, you go to manufacturing. A lot of American billionaires started by manufacturing, people like Henry Ford, Thomas Edison and all that. But things have changed. The trend has changed. Technology has transformed the world economy.
Right.
So billionaires are emerging from different sectors of the economy because of technology. So I want people to tap into that and exploit how they can utilize it and transform their lives.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I know you talk a lot in the past, because I do talk to you quite a bit, so I know how you're thinking. You talk a lot about social entrepreneur, that it's the next, big thing. That's where a lot of millionaires and billionaires are coming from. Example, Mark Zuckerberg. Can you tell me how that can be applied to, the day-to-day you and me? How can we take our passion and make it millions?
Actually, a lot of most social entrepreneurs are billionaires.
Right.
Because for you to become a successful social entrepreneur, you have to have some wealth around you to touch the lives of people.
Right.
Because most social entrepreneurs are humanitarian. They are philanthropists. Oprah is a social entrepreneur and a billionaire. There are so many of them. So one critical factor, there's a link between social entrepreneurship and being a billionaire.
Right.
And they work hand in hand. And as I said, a lot of social entrepreneurs are billionaires. I highlighted that in the book.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can, and sometimes in the modern, because of capitalism, it becomes a little bit difficult for you to go out and become a social entrepreneur without some material and finance around you.
Right.
You find it difficult to implement unless you have a lot of support.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why there's a link between being a billionaire and a social entrepreneur.
Yeah. Wonderful. Now let's bring it home, closer to home. Now we're addressing our own communities, our own realities. So we are African immigrants, for example, right? And you and I are from, Cameroon originally. And we know some big names, some multi-millionaires in Cameroon. And our reality is that when these people pass on to eternity, why does the millions disappear? Why is there not succession? A lot of those multimillionaires, when they die, we don't see the growth of what they left behind. Most of the times, it's just gone.
That's a very touchy issue, because the limitation factor in Cameroon and African countries is the system and the structures and the laws. That is where you find somebody, he's a multimillionaire, he dies, there's no succession from his children because the laws prohibit them from continuity and all that. And I know a lot of them who have actually been victims of that.
Right.
That when you die, your child is unable to continue because maybe the laws are prohibiting him, or there is corruption, or there is some tribalism or nepotism somewhere prohibiting him from continuity. Those are the sort of things that our system has to clear for successive billionaires to continue, especially in Cameroon and Africa.
Exactly.
That is what is actually troubling compared to the US, where everything is protected. Businesses are protected. You look at people like Henry Ford. They live in 18-something. Their businesses are still sustainable because of the system and the structure.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, because they are highly protected by the laws. Yeah, but it's the reverse in Africa and so many parts of the third world.
Yeah. So it will be another day when we'll get together maybe and talk about, creating millions, billionaires in Africa. That's a whole
we have to do that because we have all the resources.
I thought I should just touch on that. But bring it home back here in the United States, in the diaspora. Our children are the future. If you and I didn't make the millions and billions before we move on in life, we have to start investing in our children, right? Is that correct? We have to make them have this millionaire, billionaire mindset. So I hope that you're going to develop a series, after this book, where you have maybe educational programs and stuff like that, because you have just started to build a monster here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in the pipeline. That's in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking at creating more, millionaires and billionaires. But our whole purpose today is to announce the launching of the Genuine Billionaire.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Tell us when, where, what time, what day this is coming up.
Actually, the launching is Friday, 19th of July, 2019. That is Friday, the coming Friday. And this occasion is free because people thought you pay tickets. There are no tickets. It's totally free. Come and have free food, drinks, entertain, mix with the great minds, the power brokers, exchange your business cards, networking, and get something out of it. It's a very wonderful event.
Wow.
And I have there are panelists, people who are guest speakers. Lady Kate is one of them.
I'm very honored.
All of them are billionaires in the making. You have Jude Nyambi, he's a very successful entrepreneur.
Yes.
You have his wife, Marceline Nyambi. She's the CEO. She's a very successful entrepreneur. You have Dr. Edward Fon, Edward
Morfaw. Yeah.
Morfaw. She's a successful technologist. So these are people who are actually propelling the launching because they are all billionaires in the making. Come and listen to them. They are very intelligent people. And I want to appreciate Jude Nyambi and Marceline Nyambi for giving me their hall. They are my friends. They are my friends from time immemorial, and they are very wonderful and exceptional people. And this will be a very wonderfully, monumentally successful event. Yeah.
Indeed, yes, indeed. So Sir Johnny Moore is doing it in a different way. Launching, the book launch is very different from how I see it done in the past. So there's going to be plenty of food, drinks, a live DJ, and we're going to celebrate this book because it's about creating wealth, right? Yes.
Actually, you talked about DJ. What I've done is I've decided that people should come and listen to music because music is therapy to a lot of people.
Yeah.
What I've done is I have a collection of one of the greatest collection of music in the world.
Right.
From the 70s to the 90s.
Wow.
All the reggae, calypso, makossa, and all that disco music. Right. Come and listen to it and feel fun and enjoy yourself and go home with a copy of the book.
That's right. So everybody gets a copy of the book. And so we'll see you on Friday, the 19th of July at the Hampton Conference Center.
Actually, one last thing I want to... Actually, this book is dedicated to my family.
Oh.
Because this book, I have a dedication to my late father, His Excellency Morfaw Tanyimor. He died in 1986.
Right.
Because he was my inspiration. Then I've also dedicated to my grandmother, Esther Kangafa. She also died in 2004. Oh. Then I've dedicated to my wonderful wife, Duchess Pammy Moore.
Oh, yes.
And my two girls, the Moore sisters.
That's right.
So the book is dedicated to them.
Family. So that's right. So when you come, you're going to get a copy of the book. Thank you, Sir Johnny Moore, for enriching our community. Everybody needs a copy of this book. Make sure you come out, support, enjoy, have fun. And thank you for watching. And keep watching for more greatness from our community. Thank you. Mama ko, mama sa, mako sa, mama ko, mama sa, mako sa, mama ko, mama sa, mako sa, mama ko, mama sa, mama sa.